then I know I'll never be
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. So as much as we love a simple everyday cup of coffee around here with a splash of creamer, it is nice to treat ourselves every once in a while, and there's no better time than the fall season to do that. And while it sounds pretty good to go to your favorite coffee shop or Starbucks in my case to pick up your favorite fancy fall drink, it is nice to be able to enjoy it at home and make it so you don't have to drive anywhere and you can still enjoy your favorite coffee in the comfort of your own home, especially in the morning. So that's why I'm sharing two fall coffee recipes in this video. We're going to make the apple crisp macchiato first because it is my favorite right now. I'm actually drinking it right now and I really like it. It's like treat. And the second one is going to be the pumpkin spice latte because of course it is the queen of all the fall coffees. So I'm really excited to get this video started. I'll have timestamp in the info box below if you guys want to skip fast forward to the pumpkin spice latte. You can also do that, but trust me, if you try this one you're going to love it. So before we get started on the video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel down below, hit that thumbs up, and with all that said, let's get started. Alright guys, so right now for the apple crisp macchiato, we need to make the spiced apple drizzle. I'll show you how to make it in just a second. And we also need apple brown sugar syrup. Now this one is homemade. I'm going to show you how to make it as well if you guys want to do that. But if you want to take the shortcut, you can find this apple syrup at your store. I found this at Smart and Final, and I found brown sugar syrup. So apple syrup, brown sugar syrup, it is apple brown sugar syrup. So I'll leave link for these in the description box below. They also sell the apple brown sugar syrup by itself. It is available I think on Amazon, so I'll leave link for both options in the info box below if you guys want to check them out. And we also need some milk. And remember, the higher the fat content, more the rich this macchiato will be. So just keep that in mind. And to make it more like Starbucks coffee, I'm going to use these Starbucks espresso shots, and I'm going to use my espresso machine to pull out 2 shots of this Starbucks espresso. And of course we need to froth the milk, and I'm also using my Ericino 3 to do that, but you can use whatever machine you have on hand to froth your milk. This apple drizzle can be made in a large batch for future drinks, and trust me, you're gonna want to make this all the time. So let's start by peeling and dicing 4 cups of apples. I used Honeycrisp, it is my favorite, but you can use whatever kind of apple that you like. Now I'm going to put my apples in a bowl and I'm going to cover them with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. In a different bowl, I'm going to combine half a cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm coating the apples with this mixture and I'm going to put it on the stove on medium heat, and while that is happening, I will heat 1 cup of apple juice in the microwave. I will add now the hot apple juice to the apple mixture and let it boil for 2-3 minutes until it thickens. After the sauce has thickened, I turn the heat off and let it cool down for a bit, and now we can strain the apples, and oh my goodness, the smell of the apples, brown sugar and cinnamon made my kitchen smell like it was fall time. Now to make this syrup, all you need is 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of water. Just bring it up to a boil and let it go for a few minutes. Then I remove it from the heat and allow it to cool down for at least 5 minutes. And then I will stir in 1/2 tablespoon of apple extract, and that's it. You can store this simple syrup in mason jar in your fridge for the next couple of weeks. And now to assemble our drink, I'm going to start by frothing my milk, and to my arancino, I'm going to add my milk to the bottom line. And while that is happening here, I'm going to add my apple brown sugar syrup, and we need 3 tablespoons of that. Now my milk is done, I'm going to add it to my glass. Like I said, I'm going to use my Starbucks shots here, and we need 2 of them so we can make double shot espresso. Macchiato in Italian, it means like not coffee mark, but it means mark in general. But in this case, it means the mark that espresso coffee made on the milk. So I'm actually going to stir it just a little bit, but I don't want to mess with it too much. So I'm going to use the same espresso mark here to put my spoon inside and just turn it. And all we have to do right now is drizzle our spiced apple drizzle on top. If you want to kick this drink up a notch, you can spice it up by adding a cinnamon stick as well. I know someone who's going to enjoy this one, but I'm going to give it to him, and then we're going to move on to the pumpkin spice latte. We need some pumpkin butter, and this one is homemade. I'll show you how to make it in just a second. You also need some milk. You can use any type of milk that you like. We need also 2 shots of espresso, and to garnish the top, we're going to use some homemade whipped cream with some more pumpkin butter, and also we need some cinnamon. So right now, I'm going to show you how to make this pumpkin butter first. In my saucepan, I'm starting by adding some pumpkin puree, brown sugar, maple syrup, and for spices, I use pumpkin spice, cinnamon, turmeric. Don't worry, you won't be able to taste it, but it's going to make this orange pop, and finally, pinch of salt. We're going to cook this on a low heat for 15 to 20 minutes, and ta-da! That's it! You have this amazing pumpkin butter. It is super yummy. I can eat it just like that with a spoon. Now to assemble our pumpkin spice latte, we're going to actually warm up the milk. We don't need to froth it. So I'm adding 1 cup of milk and this handy dandy thing, and I'm going to use my stovetop to warm it up. But I'm going to add first 2 tablespoons of the pumpkin butter. While my milk is heating, I'm going to make my pumpkin whipped cream, and this is so easy. I add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, some sugar, a dash of vanilla extract, and 1 tablespoon of pumpkin butter. To assemble this gorgeous drink, you're going to mix your espresso with the milk. Add in my espresso. To garnish, we're going to add this homemade whipped cream, and let's see if I can make a perfect circle. Not bad. I love to add more cinnamon. I'm going to add a cinnamon stick to this one too. These are 2 of my favorite coffee recipes to enjoy in the fall season. I really hope you give them a try. They are perfect for those lazy Sunday mornings when you wake up to the rain and chill in the air. So I really hope you give them a try. And I am more of like a warm coffee kind of person, but if you like iced coffee better, you can turn these drinks into iced latte or iced macchiato by adding a few cubes of ice. And a quick tip: Anytime you have black coffee left over, just freeze them in ice cubes. So the next time you're making iced latte or iced macchiato, add a few cubes of coffee. So you're adding the ice without risking diluting your coffee with water. But that does it for this video, guys. I really hope that you all enjoyed it. There's more coffee recipes on my channel, so I will leave a couple here on the screen if you want to check them out. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.